John here, it's John Barry. So, we finally reached the end of the line, because today's review will be on PlayArt's Kai, Final Fantasy 15, Noctis, Lucis, Caelum. Box. Here is the front. As you already know, it can be opened. Here's the right side, the back side, the left side, the top, and the bottom. And now we're back to the front. Details! To be honest, this figure looked just plain when you compare it to the other three figures. Yes, I know this is how the design of the character is, so I won't be too upset. But it is sculpted beautifully, and it still got the wrinkles and bends throughout the entire body. Also, all of the buttons and the zipper are painted metallic silver. Overall, the paint job is damn good. Plus, there is a slight shade of brown all across the clothing. Now, let's take a look at his shirt. There are a lot of skulls, and I mean a lot of skulls. As always, the zipper and the buttons on his jacket are painted with a very metallic silver. The jacket also has a shade of brown to make it pop out more. Moving on to his back, it is plain. Yeah, I have nothing to say except that it has a shade of brown as well. And here's his head. Well, the face design is very well done, but it doesn't look like the actual face in the game. He still looks handsome though. I love the blue and cold eyes that this figure has. Their paint is super clean. Plus, there's the sweet shadow around the eyes. Overall, I like the tone of the skin and the lip, so A+. Now, what about his 2000s emo hair? It is sculpted nicely and sharp. It got some faint white on the front as well. And the back hair is made of a harder plastic, so it does not bend. These two strings are made of soft plastic, so you can move them. Most of the brown shading can be found running down his pants as well. It makes the figure stand out from being just all black. His shoes are also very glossy, and the bottom of the shoe has a really good texture to it. Accessories! He comes with the standard parts, which are his 2 default fists, 2 open hands for posing, and 2 hands for holding his weapon. He also comes with his weapons, 2 swords. I really love how one sword is technologically advanced looking, while the other looks mystical, just like his world. Anyway, both are sculpted and painted very nicely. Articulation. If you've been following my Final Fantasy 15 PlayArt's Kai figures reviews, or just are a collector of these figures, you basically get the gist of what they are for articulation, but I'll still show you. So first, the head. Look up, not that well. Look down, very good. Here you can see the neck has a whole movement of its own, and then the head as well. Here's just the head twisting, and here's with the whole neck. So to the side and side. The collar of the jacket prevents a lot of movement, so yeah. His arms can go parallel to the ground, can go all the way around as well. You can also twist them. And here's something new. His arm, right under the sleeve, can also twist. His elbows, up like that, down. His wrist, you can twist it. And that weird angle. His chest, as you can see right here, has a line, so he could bend down as well. But this is very stiff. And then lower abdomen here, the shirt's blocking the joint line, but you know, it's also kind of stiff. His legs, they can do the splits. He can do the big boots. He can do yoga. You can twist them. His knees can bend all the way back like that, very nicely. His ankles can spin like that. They can also tilt up and back. And that's basically it. Measuring. He stands at 10 inches. Here's a quick comparison to his teammate Ignis, and a quick comparison to Prompto, and here to Gladiolus. And here's all of them standing together. That looks badass. Finally, to my childhood hero Kamen Rider Zio. And now for my final thoughts. If you already collected Players Kai Final Fantasy figures, you already know what you're getting. Overall, I think this figure is pretty great. Plus, this figure is perhaps the most likely that people are going to buy, since he's the main character. So if you're a fan of Final Fantasy, you'll be happy getting this figure. It has great articulation, great sculpt and paint job as well. So therefore, it definitely deserves John Barry's thumbs up of approval. And here's my wish. Since Square Enix is making the Nyx figure, I want a Signy figure too. Well, later.